Hi guys, Cobra 8000 here. Welcome back to Cosmoter, because I've been putting off playing it because I've been lazy. Been real lazy. I'll just start streaming twice a day because that's good for your health. Terrible idea. So, a few things that I need to talk about. Obviously, me and my crippling depression has been bullying me lately, and I hate Mondays because I usually spend the weekend fucking around. So, no, I'm not sorry about my anger yesterday. 'Cause fuck you, mother. Sorry, no idea where that came from. This is a game that I'm gonna be good at because I know big brain. I know numbers. Numbers do well. Look, if I just believe I'm Asian for long enough, it'll change. It'll become true. So, few things. When I inevitably do decide to restart this series, I'm probably gonna try to start off with more money. That way we can hop into some nicer ships faster. Maybe. And probably some more heavy-duty mods. Also, I've turned on huge crews because it gets old not being able to get crew members. And the idea that the game's just like, well, you know, here's what we've decided. Hold on, go join up with her. Oh, it has to recharge. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Is the game, like, super loud? Hold on. God, I hate how much the mic picks up. Sometimes I'm too low, sometimes I'm too high. Maybe that's what scares everybody away, the incessant smacking of my lips that I do. But again, some people are into that shit. Also, we're gonna do some repost soon. I was thinking about this game again, and some of the thoughts I've had on it. I think they're more accurate than I want to give them credit. Like, this and Valheim had the exact same problem of where it's like, everybody's talking about it. And I think this is more of a attention span problem that people have nowadays. Is in not getting updates immediately. When I say updates, like I mean like proper updates. And I don't think there's any way they could have done proper updates. World of Tanks gets pretty nice updates every 3 months. Well, I say every 3 months. Sometimes. For a while it was 3 months, but recently it's been like every month. And of course, for a while, for World of Warships Legends on the console, it was just big updates. Like every month. And it's kind of a nice feeling when the game's just getting constantly updated, because then, like, oh, that's the name of the place, you dummy. I thought I'd spelled Cobra wrong because I'm a moron. Also, I've done it. I've turned on more doors. The most important feature of every one of these. It is the one thing I hate about this game more than anything. No, I say more doors. It's magical. I'll do it some other time. Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. Come here. I did say up to 2 frigates. Really, I meant 3. I do actually think using these ships to accompany my hopefully soon-to-be Superstar Destroyers. I say Superstar Destroyers, like actual full-size capital ships. I think the Venators will be much more enjoyable once we get yeah, these. It's nice. I think all of the Star Wars ships are going to become a lot more likable once we get drones. Not having planes at the moment, I mean, that's what they are. They're planes. It's not the worst thing in the world. No. I want you to replace existing. It cannot be done. Yeah, I need the tri-steel. Okay. Reload. Don't crash. Don't crash. Don't do it. I'm too young to die. Go down there. Wait, whoa. Hey. No. The tick needs to stay here. You go down here. No, go here. And if there's a military base, I can nab some tri-steel. You don't have storage. Wait, no. Well, I guess you do. Well, I guess you actually no. You have tri-steel. Oh, disappointing. Yeah, we need a lot more tri-steel. Dummy. The one thing I do like about this game is it's just relaxing to play. At least to me. Cause yeah, I was thinking about this. Why all of these games, all these AAA games, really suck, and it's just because there's no passion to them. I think that's the real issue. Cause so I played through the Metro games, which, God, the first 2 are great. And I like the third one. It's just that the third one feels very weird. And I think it's the redesign. I think it's the redesign of the monsters. Because I don't know what it is about Skyrim, but the Skyrim spiders kind of don't look like normal spiders. Not because they're big, but they just look abnormal in general, and I hate spiders. But I remember playing through Last Light and getting to the mission where you're fighting the shrimp. Spoilers for like a 8-year-old game. I think longer. And there's a certain way they look. The shrimps look like monsters. They look unsettling. Right? I mean, for all the crap Fallout 4 gets for stuff. I still think the redesigns were good. And, I mean, they'll never do it, but a good argument could have been that in each game, the death claws are different. But, of course, New Vegas and Fallout 3 share the same death claws, so you couldn't really use that excuse. But I still think the death claws look menacing. Which they've never been that threatening in any game when you think about it long enough. Right? Wait, hold on. We need to... No, don't save the ship. I'll think of something later. Sorry, I guess I should continue my rant, but through playing it, the third game just feels like the third game is enjoyable. I won't say that it's not. I think this is everybody's problem with Metro 2019 is that he should talk. Like in this game, it feels the weirdest because there's just so much dialogue. And for everybody saying, well, you're playing him, you're not. This isn't Fallout 2, or this isn't Fallout 3, Fallout 4, New Vegas, or any of the Fallout games where you're literally playing a character that you made. Yes, I know that Fallout 4 is voiced and all, but the character creator allows you to make literally whoever you want. The only thing that would make Fallout 4 better is if there was more dialogue. You had, like, way more dialogue choices. This is why I think people like it if it was silent, which I can agree with. Okay, go save the station. This should be easy. But, I don't even think Fallout had this much fucking dialogue. Also, I just wish you would nod. And I know. They're in-game cutscenes. They're not... Well, they're in-engine cutscenes, not pre-rendered. And they're very nice. I just wish you would talk. Mostly because he's based off a book character. And the character in the book talks. So, I mean, really, he should talk to. But that's not what makes the game weird for me, in the sense of just being off to me. But, the demons, which are the flying gargoyle thingamabobs, right? What made them so terrifying in the other games for me is that they have this weird skin color in the first two games that just makes them look so gross to me. And it's hard to explain. You've got to see it. And in the third game, they're black. That sounds... Never mind. But the point is, they change it to them essentially having black fur, or black skin, to an extent, and that makes them less unsettling. Because it's a very normal kind of black. I love black. It's my favorite color. Black, red, white, and blue tend to be my favorite colors. But this is that black that you put on your car, or that, you know, you want to see a girl in. And it looks normal, and so that makes them less threatening to me. Because these are supposed to be monsters, and when they have these unsettling attributes about them, like, the way their skin is, that weird, very skin-like color, not like white skin or anything. It's that kind of grayish color. Not gray. I don't know how to explain it, but it's just weird. And then the Watchmen dogs have this very kind of... They have these beards, and they're very hairy. And in the third game, they look like shaved dogs that are just big. Their faces are different, too, and so they're not as scary. I believe the librarians are in that game, too, and I haven't seen them yet. But what sucks about these redesigns, to me, is that they're just not as scary. And of course, the shrimp that shoot you also are like, all these games had a very... You know, at first I was thinking about this, I believe it's Peach Cobbler, his video on how these games have changed, right? And I have this problem where I disagree with somebody, and then over time I will agree with them based on experience. And one of the problems that I've run into is, it's more of the issue of, was it good for the game to be different versus stay how they were? these are the issues you run into. Not so much that the game didn't need it. Like, I objectively think God of War changing was not a bad thing. That's the only problem I have with that video, is that, objectively speaking, like, the new God of War games are pretty good in my opinion. Not perfect, not bad. A certain somebody who is way too deep in the political sauce would disagree with me on that. Because, stupid. Don't worry, we'll go abuse the, their abuse will come. But with Metro, those first two games, at least to me, are masterpieces. You know, when the game started up, I was kind of excited. Now, can I get past him not talking? I think it's the biggest flaw in the game. I really think it was their biggest mistake not to have him talk this time. Because from what I've read from other people, because sooner or later I will get the books because they seem... I hope they're good and they're gritty. Fallout really needs to have some books made and actually, you know, publicize them. Or I just need to find somebody who's on the super good fan fiction. I love fan fiction. God, I'm gonna be cruel because I think my writing sucks. But man, some people, and it's not like their ideas are bad. It's just that the flow of their writing, man, is terrible. But anyways, sorry, I'm all over the place. The point is, with all of this, is that I saw Battlefield 3 and I saw Battlefield 4 the other day being played again, and all I could think about was how much fun I had playing them. They worked? Wow. I don't know if they worked on launch. I played many years later. But all I remember is that through all the frustration I had with them, they were enjoyable. You know, I could go from match to match and enjoy myself. And then I watch like Battlefield 42, which I was kind of excited for. And it looks like a pain in the ass to play. In general. And it's the simple things, right? I can put up with bugs, right? That's not the issue. The issue is that some of these bugs just make it where you can't play the game. This is like the thing with Cyberpunk. I guess I got lucky when I was playing Cyberpunk because I didn't run into very many bugs. Except for one. That stupid elevator thing at the beginning. When one of the guards dies in there, the elevator soft locks, where you cannot get in the elevator. And you need to get in the elevator. And it's so fucking annoying. But other than that, like, it was always the game-breaking bugs that made it unplayable. It wasn't the small things. Also, the fact that, look, man, people keep saying, well, it can't run on a PlayStation 4. Look, if GTA can run on a PlayStation 4, there's no excuse. They've been able to make beautiful games on the PlayStation 4. It's laziness. You know, you hear about this, and if it's true, that they've either got shit management who comes in there, has them work on stuff, and then it's like, by the way, and then the next day they're like, by the way, we've decided that we're going to scrap everything we've just made and start over on something new. You kind of got to stick to what you got to make. Now, obviously, if you find out something's not working, you got to change it. But you've got to be... Time is money. You got to have a very clear focus on what you can and can't do. And Cyberpunk was built on the PlayStation 4. I don't see how they could have outgrown the PlayStation 4 if that's the main one they're working on. Unless they're just that dumb. Which is possible. The ability to speak doesn't make you intelligent, after all. I just need 9 tri-steel, and then I can have 2 frigates. No, that's the pirate base. We're not going to the pirate base. Hello, good sir. But, you know, all I want in a Battlefield game is just, like, more of Battlefield 3 and 4. Oh my goodness, get out of the... Go! Kill him. Kill him now. Which, I do need to get Battle Bits. Or is it... Yeah, is it Battle Bits? I do need to start looking into getting that game. Because that game looks really good. That trailer reminded me, because when I was watching one of the trailers, all I could think of was Battlefield 3. It's either Battlefield or Battlefield 4, 3 or 4, that has the beach invasion that was my favorite. I spent way too much wanting that beach one, because that was the most enjoyable one out of all the battles I would play. Because I loved playing attack and defense. Essentially defend the objective. And it was really good. But my point in all of this is that when you get Cosmoteers, it just works. The game is good, the game is enjoyable, you should buy it. Like if you're really looking for something solid that works, isn't gonna break every 5 fucking seconds. I played this game for 8 straight hours and it didn't break. I would argue that that's pretty good. And there's passion here. There's obviously an idea here. There's been really good time put into it. And I feel like it wasn't capitalized on because it just wasn't getting updates. Big updates. Not to be mean, the game's been out since November. We probably should have had an update sooner. Now obviously, you know, the game is good, and not having it isn't bad. It's more that I think that it might have been stunted by not having a couple updates raw. It's the same way I feel about Sprocket. Everybody was talking about Sprocket. Everybody I watched was talking about Sprocket, and then just stopped. Because it wasn't getting, you know, constant updates. And I know it's hard for smaller studios. Yes, obviously. Like, I know this, right? Especially anyone who's, like, one person. This is the fucking problem with Halo Infinite. I don't know how to say this in any other way. If Halo Infinite had Forge when it launched, I would have probably bought it. I would have switched teams. No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about the fact that that our game isn't having one of its most important features at launch, which is essentially just modded, like built-in modded Halo, essentially. Custom games didn't work. Like, Halo Infinite had all these dumb problems. And of course, we're so sorry. No! Fuck you! Your apology is bullshit. You're fucking Microsoft. It's unacceptable. This is why I fucking hate Call of Duty Vanguard so much. Vanguard is just evil, man. It's an evil game that should have never been fucking made. Period. Its only intent was to, essentially, disrespect all those people who died. For freedoms people take such granted of. That I take granted for. Tri-steel? Tri-steel. Tri-steel. You will carry the tri-steel. Son of a bitch. Hello, motherfucker. My girl's been banged up a bit, but she'll be fine. She'll live. It's really the only way I can describe it, though, is that the game just works. And it's nice that it kind of just works. And I just wish more games would simply work. It's the same thing with shows. Like I was watching something on Men in Black the other day, which I could bitch about that thing for a while. But I was watching it was a shit show. Which for somebody who talks about movies and likes to discuss movies, he seems to not like the discussion around 2016's Ghostbusters, which is garbage. Because of toxicity and hate groups. I think I'm gonna. Okay, hold on. We have an issue of the blueprints. Why I need to have the tri-steel. Never mind. We have now reached the point of missiles and fear guns. So, dumb question. Go here, blueprint mode. And the reason I say this in the way that I do, and the reason I think it, is twofold. And kind of why it sucks a bit. The reason this game needed more constant updates is because a bunch of people who have lost interest, I think, is mainly due to it not getting a whole bunch of new shiny stuff. It's kind of the same problem with a lot of the big mods that I was interested in. They're relatively big, but the point is one of the more popular mods just wasn't getting updated. For weeks, months. It didn't get updated until Christmas. I guess I lost a lot of interest too. But that was more due to the personal problems than anything else. Not because the game was bad. Are you serious? Supply the goddamn... I am calm, I am mentally stable. I am calm and mentally stable. You little shit fucks will do as I tell you. It needs an operator, doesn't it? Okay. That's not entirely pointless. Tri-steel is going to become a real problem. Never mind, it isn't. I need specifically 9 more. I would like to get to the big stuff sooner or later. But, oh yeah, I was going to talk about Men in Black. I remember watching, like, scenes. And maybe it's just because I like old stuff. But I remember there's 2 scenes where, like, they get out of the car. Will Smith and Tommy Lee Jones. They get out of the car, and it's just this lovely wide shot of them walking in. And the camera, it all looks old, right? It all looks like it's from the 80s. Because I believe it was 87 when they made that, right? And it just looks like a movie. But I believe it was with Chris Hemsworth and whatever this other girl's name was. And they get out of the car, and it zooms in on their faces, and it's just kind of like, I don't like it. And then, like, International, I haven't seen International. But just from a few clips, I'm kind of like, I don't like it. I don't know how to explain it, right? There's just something about it. And seeing these two scenes really reminded me of how much I miss those old wide shots. Because I love them. I think they're beautiful. And you don't like them? Screw you. Also, their chemistry is really good. Also, all three movies are masterpieces. The first three are really good. And anybody who hates the second, you're just wrong. I don't know. I was thinking about this, because I talk a lot with my grandpa about when a movie is enjoyable and it's funny and it's nice to watch. What the But when a movie is enjoyable to watch, you're less likely to pay attention to its mistakes. This doesn't mean you won't notice it or that it won't bother you. But you're more willing to let things go. I love all 6 of the Star Wars movies. But the longer I think about the sequels, the longer I just kind of go, I don't like them. I've got no other way to explain it than that there's just something about them that just can be fixed with a few scenes. That's the worst part about it all. They could be fixed with a few scenes, a few added scenes, a few removed scenes, some changes in dialogue. And look, I normally, well, unless the actor is an asshole to everybody, then they should be criticized into the ground. If you don't want fights, don't pick fights. Right? But for the most part, actors are told how to act. And if you don't tell them how you want them to act, well, then they won't do it. Plain and simple. Guys, finish the ship. That has to be a bug. And it's a real shitty one. But, it's fine. It'll live. I wonder. Could we just, like... If I could get another 60 tri-steel and some more actual steel. I think I am going to do some decal editing. How do I, let's delete. But, you know, for all the shit I give World of Tanks, and look, I'm kind of in the majority on this. Or, in the minority. Skill-based, I think matchmaking is rigged. I objectively believe that the matchmaker is rigged in one way or another. Just from bullshit experiences. Oh god, I hate that it's like this. The reason I hate this so much is because for cinematic shots, it looks dumb. The only thing that can make Cosmoteers truly better is if it was in 3D. But, you know, that's not the style they wanted to go for. I really think they went with the, oh no. I'd have to remember the numbers. But, God, I say that a lot. The thing is, there are ways to do humor, right? I'm a very visual kind of person. I kind of enjoy visual humor. I think if the visual humor is done really well, you can get some really good laughs. Combine that with good acting, very specific acting. And man, the problem with some of these characters is that not that they talk too much, is that all of them talk too much. All of them. Rather than quick and clean jokes. This is why Ghostbusters 1 But what makes Ghostbusters 1 so good, it's been so long, but there are just, that elevator scene, it's just such a classic. Now, no movie's perfect, but you know, and the pacing of all of these old shows, old movies, they've got some boring episodes, but for the most part, they try to move it along pretty reasonably. $69 for $69. What do I want to put on there? It could be bigger. It's kind of like with the Fable thing. Look, I have a very high taste in women for somebody who is not very handsome. Somewhat. I just don't think most people take very good care of themselves, and as somebody who is fat, I know how fat people are. A lot of them are depressed. Because, you know, you gotta lug around this big gut. And that can be annoying. And somewhat frustrating to do. You know, it's an irritation. If there exists somebody who likes being fat, I'd like to know why. But man, I saw this thing of like somebody talking about, well, if you starve a dog, and it goes on a diet, like, you wouldn't expect it to turn into a chihuahua. So why would you expect a fat person to turn into a skinny person? I don't know. I was skinny at one point. I remember the good old days. I remember the skinny days. The days of skinniness. I remember them. I liked them a lot more. Brother, throw it back. The fact that these people can't, like, just hop right in is an irritation. It's so irritating. Dude, fuck off. Please. Oh, screw off, man. Let me fix my boat. Where was I guess the point with everything that I'm trying to say is, I like very pretty women. But it's unrealistic, right? My taste is somewhat, yeah, somewhat unrealistic. No, it's pretty unrealistic. But you know, if people would just take care of themselves more, this includes me, like, objectively speaking, I'd probably be happier. They also probably look nicer too. And like, we're not talking about big people. Big people are different. They're just big. We're talking about somebody who's objectively overweight for their size. I'm not very tall. I'm 5'4". About 5'4", 5'5". I'll be honest, it just gives you more energy. I don't know if you know this, but when you're fat and you've got a gut, it's like 20 or 30 pounds. God, that's not really very much for some of these people. Like, it's not very fun to lug that around everywhere. It's not like you can take it off like a pair of weights. And it takes a while to get rid of it. A good while. But you know, admittedly, I've been eating less. So really, I've just been losing weight. I've lost like 15 pounds already. That's been nice. I don't feel as tired. Wow, my back hurts more. I'll say that. Like, I will admit that my back does hurt a little bit more. Hunt down the rebel scum. The rebel scum. But, oh yeah, I was talking about Fable. That character. Because, and what irritates me more is I've seen the girl that it's supposed to be modeled after. And she's cute. I'll say it. Take the compliment and like it. Take it! Like, she's objectively reasonable. Look, I'm not one of these guys. As much as I have high standards, I more care about the person than just how they look. But I would never get with another fat person. We couldn't share the food. Some of these fat people, they just look angry all the time. For people that seem so happy about the way they look, they're very angry. The load is full. This thing kind of does need more engines when you think about it. More power. But, sorry, I have a bunch on my mind, and this game makes it easier for me just to talk about it. You have this problem of, like, all of these companies hiring dumb people to run their stuff. And it's, I hate being one of those people. I do, because sometimes I feel like we do far-fetch a few things. Like, people in general. But it looks like it's on purpose. I don't know how to say that in any other way. Is there a nicer way to say that? That it kind of looks like they're making games bad on purpose. Like, I'm not really a conspiracy kind of person. I kind of think conspiracies are dumb. But it wouldn't surprise me. Maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit. Maybe it would surprise me just a little bit. But what would be the most shocking thing ever? Not really. Just a long list of bullshit that all these fuckers have done over the years. Because, you know, they never learn. I mean, like, Battlefield 5's trailer kind of... Do I need to say more? I believe it's Battlefield 5, right? That's the World War II one where they don't know how to do World War II, but, you know, watching game footage, it actually looks decent. That's right, you want a bigger fucking bridge because you're a... It's fine. Shit. No, it isn't. These guys. Thrust. Huge thruster. Bigger thruster. Bigger thruster. Yes, do it. Do it. Whoever got together and said, you know, here's an idea. We'll take Tri-Steel. Right, we'll take that lovely. Where the fuck is it? Am I blind? I don't even have it here. Anyways, where are those two? Hey, you two. You know what, we'll go kill these guys first. We'll kill them all. The point is, it's an enjoyable little game that I wish got more love. And I just want them to take my money. Which, you know, credit to most of these games. The updates are free and they're not DLC. Which is why I wish they would do updates more often. This is kind of my bigger reason on that. Is more that I think that by not doing more updates over time quickly, they somewhat miss out on their ability to capitalize on the excitement around the game. Hello, good sir. Are you prepared to die? That's one way to tear through enemy ships. What are you doing? Gold's not that interesting. By the way, if you could give me my yeah, the station. So what if I do paste into existence? What would a third one of you bad girls cost? Just the Tri-Steel. Now, what would it take to make a tri-steel thingamabob? It needs titanium. Not you. Edit your blueprints. Thinking about it from you two. We save, so it's been a while since I've done a save. And do you, is there a way to do by name? That's not really what I'm looking for. That's way too big for now. Where's the, well, you're a, no, you're a sieger. No, but you're a sieger too, aren't you? Really do wish, I can't pronounce his name, just the ES, the Eurospace ships are my favorite. They're the best looking, even though your time will come sooner or later. Where was the Templeton? Yeah, right here. So, could I build you? Well, you're not actually... Shit, that's not what I wanted to... No. If I make that, I want to make a new ship that I can add tri-stealing to. That way I can start producing more of my own stuff. No, paste into existence. Blueprints. Paste. Steam. Bottom. Can I... Because steel is easy to get. We'd still need more processors. So here's what I'll do. Go down here. And get more of what I need. Again, titanium is hard to come by, especially in these areas. Do I really need... Because then I would need to get titanium. Though getting titanium would be easier. It would make things easier. That would require a lot because it's the laser one. Yeah, that goes up a lot, doesn't it? I need a lot more steel. A lot more tri-steel. It would be better if I could produce my own. For now. Clear blueprints. I needed processors, you dumb. Ah! Stupid is as stupid does. Because here's the deal, I'm probably going to move on to the next sector after this, where things are going to probably start getting much tougher for me. Unless you've got good missions for me. Yeah, that's where we're gonna go next. I would need 21 processors. I'll repair it and we'll start moving on. For now, we'll have to abandon that idea completely. I probably should also think about getting another one of these. Well, give me the Cobra. Yes, you. How do I do it again? Transfer. Yeah, transfer resources. Give me 6. Get her done. Isn't that how much I needed, or am I crazy? We go here. You know what? I think I'm gonna do the jump, and then I think I'm gonna end it for the night. You have a drive. Well, we can abuse some pirates right off the bat. Bro, get out of the fucking... He was a little bit tougher. Yeah, okay, we go to... Now we head there. Simple as. Well, she looks like a pushover. go to the station, then end the stream. Anyways, sorry about my awkward rant, but it was what was on my mind. Point is, if they would actually hire creative people, it wouldn't be numbskulls about things. They'd have a better game. And Blizzard is objectively dumb at this point. I mean, they literally have a cash cow and threw it away. How do you do that, man? Call me a conspiracy theorist, but, you know, sometimes it feels kind of like it's on purpose. Give us the goods. Should have probably put the name in first, but whatever. Anyways, if you've enjoyed the stream, like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Do all that good stuff, and I will see you in the next one. Have a nice day.